What's going on, guys? Back again with another one talking about health, wealth, happiness, success, getting money, getting rich, being successful, getting what you want out of life, understanding that information is everything. Go ahead and hit a like and subscribe if you're coming on in here, man. Let's jump into this video. So I want to talk about how this entire world is just one big illusion. And people today, time doesn't really exist. We think it's 2026, but years and time, that doesn't really exist. I mean, the whole year structure got reset, and we went from BC to current era or CE. But this entire world is an illusion, and the elites and the secret societies behind the scenes, they know this, they understand this. When it comes to the Library of Alexandria that got destroyed in, 300 BC or 400 BC, something like that. I don't think it was just set on fire and all those books and all that information from the old world was destroyed. I feel like certain people back then understood if we can control information, if we can control knowledge, then we can control the masses and we can become powerful and wealthy. So we need to get in there. We need to take all this information, say it just burned down randomly, and then we can just hide all this stuff for ourselves. This is why nobody's allowed into those Vatican archives that they have underground. And they say, oh, well, it's for the purposes of, if we let people down here, we're going to lose all this information, right? If we play around with these books, they're all just going to disintegrate. But okay, yeah, they just don't want the masses to understand this information. But yeah, like, this entire world is just one big illusion. It's just, they just need to keep everybody distracted so the people up top can run the world the way they want to run it. When you understand this, you can break out. One person that figured it out, there's been plenty of people that figured it out, but Plato, thousands of years ago, with his allegory of the cave, right? You got these people, these elites that are just controlling these shadows on the wall, and people that are believing the shadows on the wall is the real world, but you can just walk out of the cave whenever you want. Even today, man, people online talking about politics, it's designed to keep you distracted. It is an illusion, right? If you're a Republican and your party wins, now the other party hates you. If you're a Democrat and your party wins, now the other party hates you. It's always just boom, boom, distractions. We need to have the people always combating each other. Racism is complete crap. You have all of these people, black and white, that just always bumping heads. Racism. This is designed like this on purpose. The entire system is just one big illusion that we just need to keep the people distracted, so they can do our bidding. So we can live with all the power, all the money, everything at the top, and we can have all of these people constantly fighting each other at the bottom, doing our bidding, becoming our slaves, being our trash men, being our teachers. And we can control the system from behind the scenes. We can keep all this knowledge, all this information for ourselves, and we can control everything. And yeah, man, I've been awake for a while now myself, but it just pains me. And you have to wake up on your own as well. That's the whole thing about it. You can't wake other people up. They got to wake up on their own. And I still see some of my friends that are complaining about racism on Facebook, and white people are evil and this and that, and America is a racist country and blah 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 blah. And it's just like, bro, like, how is that helping you? How is that making you more successful? How is that getting you the life that you want to get? It's just an illusion, man. They need to keep you fighting. They need to keep the masses, the slaves asleep and fighting each other, so they never wake up and be like, wow, you know what? Let's take our power back. Let's make this world the way we want it to seen. It's just control, man. And it's crazy because I gotta tip my hat off. I'm a little bald head. I gotta tip my hat off to them because it works, right? They got the information. They understand how to control the masses, and it works. Think about it, a couple thousand years ago, they said the same thing. As Rome was falling down, they were like, give the masses bread and circuses. It works every time. Distract the people, and that's all you need to do, and you can control them. But again, when you wake up to this, when you understand this world is just an illusion, you can break out. And that's one thing that the elites cannot control. They cannot control you breaking out. They cannot control you from leaving the cave, right? They can do all the shadows on the wall of the cave that they want, but they can't stop you from leaving. They can't stop you from sitting there saying, you know what, I'm going to get the life that I want to get. I'm going to believe the things that I want to believe. I'm going to cut out the distractions. I'm going to get the body that I want to get. I'm going to eat the foods that I want to eat, not the foods that you're telling me to eat. You know, remember that? Back in the 90s, they were just pushing milk, and now milk is crap. Milk is not good for you, at least not the milk in the United States. I forgot which one it was. I'm sorry. Sorry if I get this wrong, but I think it's the milk they sell in America is like casein A1, but then the stuff that's good for you is like casein A2 that you can find in Europe and stuff like that. But it's like, this is why they don't do any more of those got milk commercials, right? And you know, I don't watch TV, but every so often I'll get a cereal commercial that comes on YouTube, and it'll be somebody pouring cereal, and it'll be a cup of orange juice next to the cereal. Then they don't even show milk in the cereal commercials anymore. But yeah, all of this garbage stuff you have to, you know, get rid of out of your life and figure out how to win, how to become successful on your own. You got to leave the cave. You got to see the illusion, what the world is trying to distract you from. Every time you put on the news, every time you see an article or something, think about, what is it that they're trying to tell me? What is it that they're trying to get me to believe? What is it that they're trying to get me to feel, right? Most people don't operate off of rationale and logic. They operate off their feelings, and when you can understand this, it's more easy to sit back, take a second, and be like, what are they trying to get me to feel? Are they trying to rile me up? Are they trying to get me angry? Are they trying to make me go protest or go do something? You know, it's so crazy. You know, I had a family member, I mean, it's a little while ago now, posting those, that No Kings protest, and you see all those protesters going down the street for that No Kings protest, protesting about Trump. But then when it comes to the Jeffrey files, right, there's no protest. And then you realize all these protests are funded by probably George Soros or other secret society groups, and they only push the protests that they want to push. It's just like, how come nobody's protesting the files, right? It's because nobody's funding the protests for that. So when you see these protests go on, these people are paid actors, and, you know, some people are just out there trying to get a check. Hey, I'll hold a sign for an hour or two and make $200-300. Sure, why not? But again, you got to understand, this entire world is an illusion. It's everything is designed to distract you and to keep you in a lower vibrational state. It's designed to keep you in slavery, in poverty, having a poverty mindset, keeping you anxious, keeping you depressed, with anxiety, feeling like everything is hopeless. You got to reject all of that, man. You have to you got to see the shadows on the wall, look behind you, see the people controlling it, and what up? And you know, see the people who are controlling the strings, and you may not be able to see who's controlling them, but understand that there are people back there controlling the strings, and be like, you know what, I reject this. I'm leaving the cave. I'm getting out. I'm gonna do what I want to do, man. I'm going to believe the things that I want to believe, and if it's not helping me, I don't want to believe it. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not going to be distracted with it, and I'm only going to focus on what's making my life better. Focus on the people and the friends that are making my life better. Focus on people that are going in the same direction as that I'm going in. Everything else is BS, man. You know, and when you understand this as well, right, when it comes to understanding that this entire world is an illusion, and, you know, these people that are controlling the strings, when they're making you believe something, you realize that you can believe whatever you want. You know, whatever you want to be true can be true. If you feel like racism is true, it'll be true. If you feel like you can't do something in this world, it'll be true. But if you feel like, you know, racism is crap, it's not real. And what's real is love and hate, right? Because kids aren't born racist. That is taught. So it's just love and hate, right? So racism within itself is not real. But, you know, believing what you want to believe, believing you can become successful, believing you can do whatever you want to do, believing you can go wherever you want to go, you can live your life however you want to live, and that, you know, the news and the media and all of this garbage, social media is just a distraction. It's crazy, right? You know, think about it, right? We live in America, and this is supposed to be the best first world country, and we got all the things. We got all this technology and all of these companies doing this and that, blah, 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 blah. But what do they give us, right? They just give us Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Threads and Snapchat and distraction after distraction after distraction. All of these companies, they're not spending billions of dollars to make humanity better. They're not spending billions of dollars to make your life better or to push humanity forward as a species. They're pushing distractions. Like, that's what they're paid for. And this is why you see all these CEOs hanging out in the White House, hanging out in Congress. They're intertwined with the government, intertwined with secret societies who are, these higher level elites who are controlling the system, and all they're able to do is they make all of this money pushing out distractions, pushing out controlling the masses on a grand scale. But yeah, man, understand, like, this world is an illusion. You can the main thing that I want to tell everybody is any moment you can walk out. Any moment you can get out of that cave, like Plato said. He was like, yo, we don't have to just look at the shadows on the wall. We can walk out, and the elites can't stop you from walking out. They can't stop you from believing what you want to believe. They can't stop you from putting down the phone, getting off of social media. They can't stop you from, seeing an article that is meant to enrage you, get you in anger, get you in fear, and clicking it off and going outside and hanging out with people. Because I'm telling you, man, if you just go outside, all of the crap, all of the racism, all of the negativity that you see online, you go outside and people are chilling. People are having fun. People are communicating with each other, black, white, Asian. It is what it is. Like, if you just go outside, right? There's no negativity out. Now, of course, you're going to have your problems here and there, but for the most part, man, everybody's just outside, just trying to have a good life, trying to be successful in whatever way that may be to them. But yeah, man, this entire world is an illusion. It's a distraction. And for thousands and thousands of years, these secret societies, these elites have been trying to gather and collect as much information as they can so they can use it and exploit it for their own to control the masses. And I'm not even getting mad at them, right? Like, I understand it. And, again, my hat is off to them for doing this, right? They figured it out. They figured out the game. And they're like, hey, let's just use this, as best we can to put ourselves and our families and our people in the best position, and we can control everybody else. And they do it without shackles, right? But again, understand and remember that the world is an illusion, and you can control whether you want to turn around and walk out that cave and take your life back. Yeah, man. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one there. I like that one. That was pretty good. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you're still here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a beautiful day, too, man. It's going to be all right. Later.